This is the story of owner and founder of Honda, Soichiro Honda, the mechanic who dared to dream and built a global legend. In 1906, in a quiet village called Hamamatsu, Japan, a little boy named Soichiro Honda was born. His family was poor. His father repaired bicycles for a living, and young Soichiro spent his days covered in grease, watching his father fix broken parts. He didn't dream of being a businessman. He didn't dream of being famous. He dreamed of machines, engines, and speed. He believed one day he would build something that would change the world. But growing up wasn't easy. In school, he struggled. He couldn't focus on textbooks. He failed subjects, and teachers called him lazy. Other kids laughed at him. Some even said he would never become anything. But Soichiro didn't argue. He just whispered to himself, "One day, I'll prove it." At just 15 years old, he did something most grown men feared. He left his home and traveled to Tokyo, alone. No money, no education, only a burning dream. In Tokyo, he begged for work until a small auto garage accepted him, not as a mechanic, but as a cleaner. His job was to sweep floors and serve tea. People ignored him. No one believed in him. But every night when everyone went home, young Honda stayed back, studying engines, touching every bolt, every gear, every spark plug. He learned not from books, but from failure, mistakes, and curiosity. Years passed. Eventually, he opened his own small workshop. He had finally started his journey. But life wasn't going to make it easy. His first big invention was a piston ring, and he believed it would change the future of engines. Excited, he took it to Toyota, only to be rejected. They said his design was weak, unprofessional, and useless. Most people would quit, but Honda didn't. He spent years redesigning it. He sold his belongings. He slept in his workshop. He worked until his hands bled. Finally, Toyota accepted his design, but just when he started building his factory, a massive fire burned it down. He rebuilt it. Then an earthquake destroyed it again. Then World War II bombings wiped out everything. His dream was in ashes. His life's work, gone. People told him, "Give up. It's over. You're unlucky." But Honda simply smiled and said, "Success is 99% failure." Japan was devastated after the war. Fuel was scarce. People struggled even to travel. But Honda saw opportunity where everyone else saw hopelessness. He found a tiny military engine, tied it to a bicycle, and created a new kind of machine, a motorized bike. It was noisy, small, and imperfect. But it worked, and it moved people. It gave freedom. He started building them in a small wooden shack, using whatever scraps he could find. At first, nobody wanted them. So Honda personally went store to store, riding his noisy little bike, convincing shop owners to try it. Slowly, one order came, then 10, then hundreds. People began calling it a miracle machine. In 1948, Soichiro Honda officially founded Honda Motor Company, but he wasn't satisfied. He wanted the world to know Japan could build greatness. So he entered motorcycle racing. The early races were humiliating. Honda lost badly. People laughed, saying Japan could never compete globally. But Honda gathered his team and said, "We may lose today, but if we don't quit, someday the world will chase us." Years later, Honda bikes dominated global competitions. They broke records. They became the #1 motorcycle brand in the world. Soon, Honda moved into cars. Again, critics laughed. They said, "You can't compete with American and European giants." But Honda believed something different. If you hire smart people, trust them, and keep learning, impossible becomes possible. By the 1970s, Honda cars were everywhere, from Tokyo streets to American highways. The company became one of the most respected manufacturers on Earth. And the boy who once swept floors, the man whose factories burned, the dreamer who faced rejection after rejection, became a pioneer, a legend, a symbol of Japanese determination. Near the end of his life, someone asked Honda how he achieved so much. He smiled and answered, "I just never stop. That's all."